Game for Redskins.
All right. Before we start the show, just want to point a little quick thing out. So I got this out of a beer 2-4 a few years back. 18, 22, 32, 42, 45, 47, 48, 49, 51, 62, 63, 64, and 67. We all know that as Leaf fans, right? Okay. Enough of that. You know why it's been so long? Is it the GM? Is it the coach? Is it the players? Is it the fans? Is it the city? Is it the stadium? I don't know what it is. I give up. I give up on trying to answer questions. I wasn't surprised tonight. That's my little shtick now. Had to get that out of the way. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I've had better nights. I know you have too. I mean, I'm not surprised by it. But there's no point in getting too worked up over it. It's something we've seen before, and we're fans here. We can't control the play on the ice. Okay, let's not let it affect us in ways that it might affect some hockey fans, and we're gonna have a bad day tomorrow. But let's try not to let it get the best of us. 8 consecutive games, the Toronto Maple Leafs. 8 consecutive teams, 8 consecutive games that the Toronto Maple Leafs opponent has been facing elimination in the playoffs. They've lost all of them. The Maple Leafs have lost all 8 of those games. Oh, if that's not good enough for you. Their past 4 Game 7s, they lost them all. They lost them all. Is this team cursed?
I didn't think I believed in curses, but might be the case.
It certainly might be the case. What other explanation is there? Is it something to do with the players? Is it? I mean, you want me to guess? You want me to get started just going off on the product we saw on the ice tonight? I went into this game saying that our 2 best players need to be our 2 best players, and were they? Nope.
I'll admit I predicted a Leaf win, but I predicted it with Matthews getting 2 of those goals. So I said clearly, if the top guys don't perform, Leafs aren't going anywhere. And look at what happened tonight.
Look at this already. It's already started.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
surprised we saw this. I'm not surprised we're seeing this. Say what you
fans,
want. His
let it all
performance.
out. Let it all out.
Mitch
tonight.
Marner in these playoffs it frustrated me a lot. It was hard to watch. He's taken 5 delay of game penalties by shooting the puck over the glass in the past couple playoffs. That's a travesty for one of your top players. He's a very talented player, but he seems like the thing is, he's won a Memorial Cup. But at this level, is he able to perform under the pressure? It certainly doesn't appear that way early in his career.
Yeah, dipsy doodling. Marner he didn't do much this series other than on the penalty kill. He didn't do a lot. And we can go down the list of players to talk about. I think Marner's definitely at the top of some people's minds tonight. Rightfully so, the way he's performed, the amount of money we're paying him. I'll just throw out there, I looked it up. It's $94K a day during the regular season that Marner's making. $94K a day. Okay, so we expect a lot from that. And when you pay a player $94K a day, you're not paying him $94K a day to get a random goal in January or a random goal in February or an assist in March. It's for the playoffs. And didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Not a single goal in the playoffs here this year. He did not step up at all. Matthews, shell of himself. He couldn't get the puck in the net. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. There's comments already coming in about who the Toronto Maple Leafs should be acquiring this offseason. This is not what we were looking forward to on May 31st. We were hoping this team would be going into June playing some deep hockey, but it lives on. The Game 7 curse lives on. It's coming in.
Comments here.
It's coming in. Wow. Wow. Marner, Matthews may be the greatest Leafs ever, but trade them both. Irrational Leafs fan here, and having Matthews jersey buried. Whoa. You don't need to bury a Matthews jersey tonight. Come on. I mean, it's a really bad, tough night. I'm dumbfounded by this, but
yeah, I mean, we're going to talk mostly about the Leafs, but there's some stuff we probably should talk about Montreal. And ES got a great comment here about Montreal and Matthews. Matthews was battling out there tonight. Philip Deneau gave him everything. And got to give credit to Philip Deneau, Dominic Duchard. They did a hell of a matchup against Matthews. And it was bad Leafs, but it was also some parts of later in the series, good Montreal.
Yeah, you gotta call a spade, and you gotta give credit where credit is due. The Montreal Canadiens played one hell of a series. They fought and they scratched and they clawed. They fought their way back into the series because they had nothing to lose. The Toronto Maple Leafs were playing like they were scared. They looked scared. They looked shell-shocked. This team lost this series after Game 5.
Yeah, definitely. I should have bet against the Leafs tonight. It was almost a surefire win.
I predicted this on our last show. I hate betting against the Maple Leafs, but I said, you know what? I've seen this story before. I'm going to bet on Montreal to win this game. And they did. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I just give a quick shout out here. We lost Varco lost I don't know how many, 10 subs or something. Shows you how the real Leafs fans are. Right after a loss, you lost 10, 20 subs. We got to get to 1K tonight. We are at 982. Let's get to 1K tonight after that tough loss. If you haven't already, smash that, whatever the ring button or whatever it's called. I'm not a YouTuber, but let's get to 1K. Button.
Hit the notification bell. There's 173 people in here in the first 10 minutes between Facebook and YouTube. Let's get it going. Make sure you smash the like button and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Let's get Maple Leafs Media to 1K and have a nice conclusion to the season.
Well, there's one comment in here. Nevin says, "Where's Rib's tattoo?" And I do have to bring it up. There's a lot of people in here that weren't around when this happened, but there was a guest on this show that said he would get a tattoo if the Leafs did not make it out of the North Division. So we'll see what happens. We have to contact him. He's been MIA for about 4 months now. After he made that call, he went into hiding. So I'll have to give him a call, but he basically said that he was going to get a tattoo somewhere because he was so confident in the Leafs, and got to give him a call on that. That's for sure.
It sucks being confident in this team. It really does. I bleed blue and white, Maple Leafs fan through and through. Just look at my bedroom in here, but time after time, disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. When's it going to end? Is next year going to finally be the year, Clarkey?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You know what I will say? JB just threw in a comment here. Freddie Anderson gone. I think there's going to be a lot of players gone next year. I think there's going to be a lot, whether it's big names or small. There's going to be changes.
Yeah,
For sure.
I think Anderson's gone. I've thought that for a while as well. Uh, how about I'm sure we'll get a lot of comments flying in when I mention this. Clarkey, I want to get your take here. Is Jumbo Joe Thornton done playing in the NHL?
Sadly, I think so. I think Jumbo, he had a great career. He's like 42 now. You know, all roads come to an end for every professional athlete, and I think Jumbo's done. Personally, at least on the Leafs. I just think his legs, his mind's still there. He's still a great thinker of the game and teacher of the game to all the young players. But I think his legs are done, and at least on the Leafs, he's done.
There's no doubt in my mind that he most likely won't be on this Leafs team next year. I don't really see him playing in the NHL again. If he wants to, he might get the opportunity and might prevail with some team around the league, but I really don't see it for him. I think now's the time to walk away. He's not close to the top of his game, and it's honestly it's kind of sad to see him just fading away here in Toronto and not being productive at all.
Yeah, I think he's the type of guy. He's had such a great career that maybe he'll know when to let it go, or maybe he won't. I don't know. See another comment here. The only player to stay is Spezza. Does everyone think Spezza should stay?
I'd love that. Jason Spezza, bring him back. He was one of the top playoff performers for this team, and he was a fourth line, third line center for the team most of the season.
I agree with that. No doubts at all. But I don't know if that's the route we want to take tonight, where we just talk about who's going, who's staying, or we talk about the game, talk about, I don't know, the season. I don't know what we should talk about, honestly.
I'm gonna
whatever we see in the comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the viewers have more say than ever, and the viewers usually have a large amount of say on this show. We always get to so many comments, but right now it's about hearing what you have to say. We'll give you our thoughts, but right now, Leafs Nation, you need to speak your mind. Get your thoughts out. Let's hear what you have to say.
Okay,
Owen,
Okay, yeah, let's do that one.
would you keep Brody? Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Owen G, what are you doing with your tongue there, bro? Come on, put your tongue back in your mouth in that photo. But yeah, Brody played great, and he had some big. I think a couple shots Brody had tonight were better than most elite forwards. Yeah, like Brody is a good player. He's got to stay on this team.
Brody was our best defenseman for the majority of the season in the regular season, and he almost helped this team to a comeback in Game 6, but almost doesn't matter, does it? TJ Brody, I'm keeping him as a Leaf. He's got 3 more years on his deal, $5 million each season. He's a Leaf. We see what you're saying, Go-To Gamer. You don't have to continue spamming it. Christopher, from a Habs fan, I actually feel bad. Well, thanks, I guess. I don't know. Congrats. Enjoy your next series against the Winnipeg Jets. Clark, do you want to, just for Christopher here, let's do a prediction for series score, Winnipeg Jets, Montreal Canadiens.
Okay. Everyone, let's hear your opinions. We're all fans of the game still, so let's do a prediction. I haven't thought about it. I probably should have going into Game 7 because who thought the Leafs were gonna win? Like actually, but I'm gonna say I don't know. I was convinced Jets. I'm still gonna say Jets, but I'm gonna say that Carey Price alone stretches this series, and it's gonna go 6 games. Jets win 4-2.
Yeah, I want to say the Jets, but I'm going to say it's Montreal in 6. I think Montreal's got a lot of momentum right now. They have nothing to lose. They're playing with a great mentality. I think they're going to take that in 6. Montreal will make it out of the North.
I could see that happen. I'm probably not going to watch the series, but I'm not watching it.
Soup will now forever be known as Leaky. That's interesting. Jack Campbell, he was terrific for this team this season, and you can't really place the blame on him in this game. Sure, he could have made one of those saves, but
First goal he could have saved, but he stood on his head the whole season.
the team needs to be better for him, especially in Game 7. They should not have let this get to a Game 7.
Yeah. After that first goal, I was I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't even. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Got some more comments here.
Here we go with the trade talk.
Oh, geez. It used to be trade Nylander. Now it's switched.
It's interesting because what's going on with Eichel's neck situation too. Let's just wait. Let's just hold off a bit. Yeah, Eichel had the neck injury and did surgery and stuff. So let's just hold off on the trade talk a bit. Let's hold off a bit. Kawhi Leonard's. Why weren't you out there tonight? You would have brought a championship to Toronto.
We need a Kawhi Leonard, yeah.
You win some, you lose some. There's always next year. Go Leafs, go. Hey, we've said this far too many times. Far too many times we've said this. It's not acceptable anymore.
Well, you can always be optimistic. I mean, whether that's being foolish or not, I don't know, but you can always be hopeful.
I guess. I was hopeful coming into this season. I've said it on this channel myself. I said this team has a different feel around it because it really did. And then it didn't matter in the end. It didn't matter. There's no excuse anymore. Did the John Tavares injury impact the series that much? Of course it would help to have him. But was that the reason the Leafs lost? No excuse there. Jake Muzzin out for this Game 7. Would we have won if we had Jake Muzzin? It doesn't matter. There's no excuses. Toronto was the top-seeded team in the North Division. They were up 3-1 in this series. There's no excuses. They choked.
Yeah, I mean, I think ES has a good point here, though. Beforehand, though, I just got to say, we're at 991. Let's get to 1K tonight. Take a little bit of salt out of the wound. Come on. Let's get to 1K tonight. If you haven't already, hit that ding bell or whatever you call it. Yeah, let's get to 1K. But going back to ES's comment, it is a fact that Tavares got hurt.
Yep.
And you lose a captain, that's tough to recover from. And we can't forget about that. And at the end of the day, win or lose, let's just hope Tavares comes back like he was throughout the season and throughout the past few years. Let's just hope he has a healthy return. I personally think, no questions in my mind, that he'll have a healthy return. But that is a point. That's a fact that we lost a key player at the start of the series. That's tough.
It is, but it's not an excuse. There's no excuse for this. Even without John Tavares as your second-line center on this team, Toronto Maple Leafs are the more skilled group out of these two teams, but they were not the harder fighting team. You take away... Okay, so Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. The Montreal Canadiens took them away in this series. That's why they won the series. If Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner played like they did in the regular season, the Maple Leafs win this series probably in 5 or 6 games. But our stars didn't perform, and that is a major red flag. That's a major concern.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, major choke job. No doubt about it. I'm not saying that was an excuse. It's just major choke job, for sure.
Carey Price is worth every penny. I agree.
Oh, yeah, he is.
I agree.
I don't know how any NHL fan can question that. Sure, he's injured some parts of the season, but look what he's done.
Yeah, Carey Price has been exceptional. He's had an exceptional career, and I'd like to see him win a Stanley Cup. I just wouldn't want to see the Montreal Canadiens do it. But if it happens, it happens.
Carey Price to the Leafs, maybe? How do you think we could get
that
him?
Will never happen. That will never happen.
Someone make up a trade offer for Carey Price from the Leafs. I want to see a good trade offer, a realistic one. What would the Leafs have to give up to get Carey Price? I guess we got Campbell, yeah.
Is it in their head, or are the Leafs just not able to win a series? Your thoughts. Sports Gamer 91. See, today, because the other day I predicted, okay, Montreal's going to win Game 7. I predicted that after our loss Saturday night. And then today I was feeling more confident about the Toronto Maple Leafs winning this series, winning this game tonight. I was like, they're going to use this as motivation. They're not going to think about all the past Game 7s. It's a different team, different year. They're going to use this as motivation. This is definitely something resonating in their head. It looks like it's a mental thing. It looks like it's getting on them.
Looks.
And yeah, look
I
at
think
them.
we all know
Look
that.
on them.
I think
Look
we
at
all
them.
know that at this point.
Look at them on the ice.
You
They
see
just look
Marner in
shell
Game
shocked.
6 in the penalty box.
They look shell shocked out there.
Like, I feel bad for them because it's Toronto media. It's the expectations. It's this. It's that. But like professional sports players. I don't know.
They're professional athletes and they're getting paid the big bucks to perform on the big stage, but they didn't. They didn't again.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get to some more comments here. Comments are flying in. Everyone keep shooting in your comments. I asked a question though, Tech Wizmaster, about trading for Price. He said Martyr and Matthews and 50 sticks. I found that pretty funny. Anyway.
613 Ottawa for life says unbelievable. Yeah.
I'd rather be a Sens fan right now. in this moment.
Well, they've got a bright future. Not going to take that away from them. They've got a bright future. The Toronto Maple Leafs. I mean, this team will be back next year, but is the future really bright? That's a question for another day.
Yeah, there's a comment here too by Jimmy Tube. Dano is literal God. I mean, that's sacrilegious, but Dano is really good. He is a really underrated player. Very good two-way player.
Nice shutdown role. He played well in that shutdown role and took away opportunities. I guess Matthews congratulated Philip Danault during the handshake because he shut him down. And then he follows it up. Matthews is a class act.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I saw that. But I'm checking this. It's 2 away. 2 subs away, by the way.
2 subs away.
You got to time it.
We are at 283 viewers between Facebook and YouTube.
One away. Who's going to be the 1K?
Who will get Maple Leafs Media to 1,000 subscribers? Let's go.
1K.
We hit 1K? Let's go. Thank you. And we are now over 300 viewers between Facebook and YouTube. I guess people wanted to see our reaction to this disappointing loss. But if you haven't already...
Let's see a Selly. For Matthews and Marner, who didn't get a goal tonight. Get a Selly. Let's see your Selly.
Put me in, coach. I'll score a goal. Let's go. Woo!
Jeez, oh my gosh.
Yeah, honestly. Should have put me in there. I would have parked in front of the net. Carey Price wouldn't have seen a thing.
Jeez. Miles Tech just said, should I buy a new TV? I just broke it. Oh, God. I hope that's not true.
Yeah, I hope so too, but okay. Here we go. What would you change on this team? Seriously, let's be serious.
That's a tough question to ask.
Okay, what I would change, and before the postseason, I said that, I thought our defense was good, but you know what? We need another top 4 defenseman. Someone that can knock Justin Hall down to the bottom pairing, and then if anyone goes down like what we saw with Jake Muzzin, we have another player to come in and replace him. We need more, like we thought we had defensive depth. We did, and that's nice. We need some more topside talent at that position, I think. And we need our playoff performers to play in the playoffs. I can't change that, but they need to change it.
I'm seeing a lot of comments coming in here about Marner. We could go there. I agree with what you just said. I think that For me, what was glaring was defensive depth. Although we picked up Hutton, we never saw him. And even let me talk about that a bit more. We picked up Foligno. I don't know if we need to get a refund receipt from Columbus or something, but they gave us damaged goods on Foligno. That guy's hip was broken. So I'm a little upset at Columbus right now, or the Toronto doctors, whoever checked them out needs to be drug tested because we picked up damaged goods. Freaking bad fruit, okay? It's not his fault he's injured, but he was so injured.
And
that was such a bad trade.
And the rumor is he's going to go back to Columbus.
Oh my gosh, we got highway robbery on that.
If it worked out, it would have been.
I guess it's hindsight's 2020, right?
What if? Sound like a Leafs fan.
Yeah, Riley Nash was an okay pickup. I think the Leafs tried to add down the stretch, but I'd say that the defensive depth was a question mark. And it was great to see Sandin get more minutes this year. But I just don't know if we're ready to have a defense with Sandin and Dermott both in the lineup. That's weak.
I want to address this right now from Wildman25. I've been critical of Matthews and Marner in this postseason because deservingly so. They deserved all the criticism they received. They didn't show up, but will never be a playoff player. Remember when Alex Ovechkin had all this said about him, and then he went on to win a Stanley Cup? He's a selfish player. He's a generational goal scorer. These are the things that you heard about Alex Ovechkin. He can't perform in the playoffs. He can't take the team to the next level. But eventually he did.
Yeah, Ovi, the Capitals are a classic example of what Toronto could be, but that's still a big could because they'd have to win it down the stretch. Capitals had years of trouble, but they brought together, all the stars aligned, and right now, let's face it, we don't see that happening with Toronto. Like, after just what happened, North Division, if there's any year to make some noise, make a splash in the water, make any sort of ripple, it was this year, and that did not happen. So I don't know what to think right now, and I don't know what to think about what to do next season or even how we as fans mentally should approach next season. Should we be optimistic? Should we rave about the regular season? Should we get overhyped? I don't know anymore. And we say that every season. We say that every season as fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
It's going to happen either way. We're going to get excited. They're going to make some nice moves, and we're going to get excited. We're going to be thrilled to get hockey back, which is exciting. Maybe we see more fans in there next year. That's exciting, but the product on ice, it needs to be better. Plain and simple. JB says John Tortorella for coach. I don't think so. I don't think that'd be a good fit with this team at all.
Do any of the people in here think that anyone's job is in jeopardy other than the players? Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen to the players, but management, coaching, do you think any jobs are in jeopardy at this point?
I don't see Kyle Dubas being fired, and I really have a hard time seeing Sheldon Keefe being fired as well. Sheldon Keefe, he hasn't even had a full training camp with his team. There's some questionable things that he did this postseason. That challenge, questionable. I get why he did it, desperation, but questionable. Put his team in a bad situation there, and not changing the lines like I thought he would be in this playoffs. That's something that you definitely could be critical of when it comes to Sheldon Keefe as well, but I don't see him or Dubas being fired. How about you?
I don't think so either. I don't think anyone, not yet. Maybe next season something happens early in the season.
How about power play coach Manny Malhotra?
Yeah, I don't know who the hell was on I'm sorry for saying that. I don't know who was on the power play, but again, I don't know. Give me a whiteboard and 50 tries, and maybe I'll get a power play goal. But like, that was bad. The power play tonight. What did the power play look like tonight? Honestly, they did nothing. They had one or two good chances. That was it.
Yep. It's the same old thing. Let's if there's one positive from tonight, let's I know. There are some fans in the building. It was fully vaccinated healthcare workers. So I'm going to show a clip because this is one thing that's actually promising for next season, even if the Toronto Maple Leafs aren't.
The frontline workers who got the go-ahead to be in the building tonight, and they're making the most of it. And remember, they've all been double vaccinated. They are not as socially distanced as the fans in Montreal.
It's exciting to see.
Yeah, it gives us hope. Obviously, we saw that earlier in Montreal to see the first fans back in stands in Canada. I think that it's nice to see. I feel bad for the people that had to go to the game tonight, though. They didn't have a lot to cheer about. It was a shit game to watch. Sorry again. It's just all coming out right now. I'm trying to keep it PG, but it was just such a bad game to watch. Like, I feel bad for them for having to go there, but I hope they all had a great time, and no one else deserved it more than the frontline workers through everything they've had to go through.
Yeah, they've done so much for us, keeping us safe. So big thank you to them. And they didn't deserve to see this product on ice, but they deserved to be the first in the building. So again, thank you to all the frontline workers. There's no chance of that happening.
Burn that jersey.
I'm not like that. No.
Aren't those signed? Don't you have a couple signed ones back there?
This one's signed.
Yeah, I see this. Yeah.
Signed.
Jeez.
They're both signed. I'm not burning this one either. But hopefully we never see the reverse retros again.
Oh yeah. I was zoning out there. Yeah, let's see what the Leafs do for jerseys next year. They're gonna come up with something better. I mean, once we saw those reverse retros this year, we should have known the season was done. Like, they were so bad, in my opinion. Some people liked them, but I didn't like them. The gray.
They were horrible. They were horrible.
Horrible.
Leafs were better all series. It was Carey Price. What are you guys talking about? You know, it wasn't all Carey Price, Eric. I got to disagree with you. Carey Price had a great series, but the Montreal Canadiens played like they had nothing to lose. Toronto Maple Leafs played like a shell of themselves, shell of what they were this season. They didn't come out to play. Carey Price was great. Jack Campbell was also great. Okay? The Toronto Maple Leaf Stars were not their star players. But that's my analysis of this.
Yeah, amen to that. And I just add on that I think that Montreal defensively is a good team. I think they're good defensively, whether it's their forwards or defense. They got some veterans on the blue line they can shut down. They didn't have many points, especially at the start of the series, but didn't matter. Jeff Petrie, Shea Weber, like, those guys still got gas in the tank. Sherratt, like, they have a pretty good defense too. So I don't know. I think it was a combination of things, but I think maybe we also not us, but we underestimated the Habs a bit. You know?
Yeah. It's really frustrating.
Professional players, you never know what can happen.
Faye says Toronto Maple Leafs lost, but they played well. Doesn't matter. They lost, and there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for losing to the team. It was the 18th seed in the NHL, and we were the 6th seed. There's no excuse. They shut down our stars. Age-old tactic. Kudos to them. Exactly. Great comment from Donald Campbell. You shut down the Stars. Look at what the Winnipeg Jets did to the Edmonton Oilers. Shut down McDavid, Draisaitl. Swept them. If you can take away Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews, Montreal Canadiens against the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's fair game. Sure, William Nylander's a great player. He's probably the best skater this series, but he doesn't have the ability to take over a game like Austin Matthews or Mitch Marner does.
Yeah, beautifully said. I like the comment too. You know what I would say too is that something as not Leaf fans, hockey fans, everyone here can admit to is that, like, predicting who's going to win the Stanley Cup and who actually wins the Stanley Cup is so hard to do sometimes because hockey's such a team sport. And 1, 2, 3 top players doesn't just guarantee you a championship. Other sports, per se basketball, a lot of the times when you have the top 3, 4 guys on your team and they're better than the 3, 4 guys on the other team, you're going to win. Hockey's not like that at all. And I think that's the one beauty thing about hockey. And it sucks for us Leaf fans because if it was just that, we'd probably be going a lot deeper. But it doesn't matter that we have top talent. It doesn't matter that they're top talent in the regular season. Fact of the matter is the Leafs don't bring it together, play as a team, and they get outworked however long it's been the past how many years. So it's teams that really count in hockey.
Yeah, it's a team sport. You can't just have your superstars. Like you can't win a series with just Sidney Crosby or just Alex Ovechkin or just Connor McDavid, just Austin Matthews. You need everybody to step up, play a role. And if your stars don't step up and play their role, it's going to be devastating.
Yeah. And Eddie's telling me to buy Hyperclouds. I'm looking for new mics. So if anyone's got any suggestions on some mics, sorry, I'm just trying to kill the topic here because I'm tired of talking about the Leafs. No, I'm just kidding. But if anyone's got any mic suggestions, shoot them up. I'll be taking notes.
Donald says, "I hope the Habs kick the Jets' butts." I'm taking the I'm taking the Montreal Canadiens in this series. 6 games. Clarkey took the Jets in what, 6?
I said Jets, but I could see Montreal rolling right through them.
Yeah, I mean they've got the momentum now. FaZe, you're being very optimistic. Next year, the Toronto Maple Leafs will play better.
FaZe, man. I think FaZe has got to get an award tonight for being the most positive.
Yeah, shout out to you, FaZe.
Appreciate it, FaZe. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the optimism that you have.
A lot of Leaf haters in here tonight.
It's hard.
But I don't blame them.
JB says Dubas screwed up at trade deadline, used one player, and he was injured. Foligno. Yeah, David Riddick played a bit, but not in the postseason at all. It doesn't matter. Riley Nash, 2 postseason games as a Maple Leaf. That's it. Foligno didn't really contribute in the playoffs as you'd hope.
Yeah, and is it to blame the player, blame his injury? Like, was his health status a question mark from the very get-go? I don't know. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought teams did their due diligence when it came to checking health. I don't know if that's on the Leafs, on Columbus, or if Columbus hid something, but someone made a mistake there because he was clearly not 100% when the Leafs acquired him.
Yeah, clearly not. And Riley Nash, who we acquired from Columbus, he had a sprained right knee, so he only got in 2 games of action with his team.
I don't think he got a proper tryout. I don't think we can make a character judgment about Riley Nash. He hardly played for the Leafs. 20 minutes total.
If Riley Nash doesn't want to go elsewhere, I'd like to bring him back next season. Give him a chance on this team.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
He's a nice defensive shutdown kind of guy, and we could use some of that.
Let's hear some comments about Riley Nash.
Pavlo says, I don't know. Jets look good. Maybe they're a bit rusty from not playing a while. Maybe retired now, so I don't know. I'd expect that to be an early advantage in the series for Montreal, but as it goes further, the advantage will sway towards the Jets because they've been rested up for a while. Right now, Montreal's into the rhythm of playing every second night.
That's a great point. I mean, if I was a Habs fan, I'd feel really good tonight. Not just about the win, but going into the next series. I think the Jets can be beat. They for sure can be beat, but Jets are also going to come out sharp. Their Jets forwards are loaded. I don't think the Jets defense is very good. It's going to be a battle of goaltenders, though. That's the one thing I kind of want to watch it is just for that, to see Hellebuyck go against Price. Some of the best goal matchups you'll ever see.
Yeah, Hellebuyck, Carey Price, outstanding goaltender matchup. It's going to be a really exciting series for sure. Mark Howard says, do you think Hyman will resign? I think Zach Hyman loves Toronto. I think he'll be back here.
It's from Richmond Hill, North York, somewhere around there. And I know that I think he grew up playing hockey in Toronto. I hope he signs back. I really do. I didn't know he was a free agent till tonight. So if he's gone, I'm worried.
He's the type of player that the Maple Leafs need more of. He's a workhorse.
He's like the only one on the Leafs. A couple others, Mikheyev, but Mikheyev, I thought he went back to Russia during the series. I didn't see him. Like, he did nothing. And Vol, like, ghosts.
He had that penalty tonight. What did you think of that penalty?
Well, I heard your reaction. I don't know. I think that it was a questionable call.
Yeah.
Stahl did something similar to the plays before, but what I will say is they got a couple power plays after the Leafs, so it evened out. Like,
and if you're going by the book, it was a penalty. Would I have called it? Probably not. Was it a penalty? Yes.
yeah, it was.
It was a bad penalty to take at a really bad time for Pierre Engvall. There's a question I wanted to get to here. I'm looking for it. Where'd it go? Yeah, I can't find it, but it was basically, do you keep the core four intact in Toronto? So do you keep
So
Marner?
who's the core four again? I mean, after the series, I don't know.
Marner, Matthews, Tavares, Nylander. Are you keeping all of them together?
Quick shout out, smash like button before I answer this question. 1K, let's go, Julian. Love the logo. Smash that like button. Let's get the 100 likes tonight. Soften the loss a bit. Let's go. But what did you say? Keep the core four. Do you have that comment again?
Do you keep the core four intact or not? But one sec, before we get to this, we got Buffalo Mafia 716 in here. I'm gonna drop the link to my other channel. My other channel is the Bills Bunker, NFL, football, talking about the Buffalo Bills. Let me pull up that channel, pull up the link, and I'll drop it for everybody if you want to check it out. Maybe subscribe to it on YouTube.
Varco is a diehard Bills fan. We're actually going to a game this year. Maybe we'll put up a vlog or something. I don't know, but Varco is a diehard Bills fan.
Big time, buddy. Buffalo Bills, New England Patriots, Monday Night Football. We'll be there.
Is it Monday night, right?
Monday night.
Welcome back,
baby.
Bills.
Under the lights. It'll be fun. All right, I'm dropping the link to that in the comment section right.
What about the Argos? This guy's commenting about the Argos.
The Argos. Yeah, let's go Bills.
Are you a CFL fan?
I can't. I mean, like, I don't mind it. I've been to some games, but
yeah, I respect the CFL.
it's having a tough.
I'm more of
time
a Hamilton
right
Tiger Cats fan. Oski Wee Wee, Oscar Wawa.
Oski Wee Wee. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Tiger Cats over the Argos, probably.
All right, let's get back to that question. So we're basically asking, and everyone comment what you think. Should the Leafs keep the core four? Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander.
Yeah.
Leafs forever. How am I happy? Because it was Game 7. They lost Game 6. I really did not think they're going to win this game. I'm happy because we're having a good time tonight, and we're softening the blow after a loss. Like, have you been a Leafs fan your whole life? Because if you have, how can you be that disappointed?
Listen, we can't control what goes on the ice. We just come here and talk about it.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do? Am I going to cry about it? No. I might be a little pissed off about it. Yeah, sure. It's annoying. But I've seen it. I've seen it on a multitude of times. Too many times. I've seen it before. I'm used to it.
Yeah, and, like, we're going to get back to it. It's just like, yeah, I mean, like, how can you – yeah, it happens so many times. For me, the first time that really scarred me, I don't want to get into what happened in the past, but that Boston, when they lost, came back 4-1. When that happened, like, my whole perspective on being a Leafs fan, not that it changed my love for the Leafs, but it just, like, opened my eyes that something like this can happen again. Like, we might have to go through this and live through this again. And we did again this series, just in a different way.
Yep. It's tough. You were what? 8 when they beat Ottawa. You're thinking a bit old, actually. We were 5 when they beat Ottawa.
I was 2. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, 2004?
Yeah, we were 5.
Man, I wish I was older because I would have remembered it. But
Yep. I mean, vaguely remember some details, but, barely.
anyway, what were we talking about?
Thank you. We got 1K subs. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much for all the support this season. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. And if you haven't already, please make sure you drop a like, smash the notification bell to be notified every time new content's released. Really appreciate it here. I got used to it too, but the score is going to dominate. I still believe. Hey, keep calm and believe.
Oh, the core. Yeah. Okay. Keeping the core. I'm gonna say you gotta try it out one more season. You got it.
How many more times are we gonna say this though?
I'm saying one more season. That's it. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. The thing about everyone in here, okay, you gonna trade away Mitch Marner? Can you trade away Marner? That's great. Now if you can find a suitor to take on his contract, sure. But are you gonna get a favorable return? No. So no, you don't trade Mitch Marner. Austin Matthews, no way in hell I'm trading him. No trade clause for John Tavares, and the William Nylander contract is great. So no, I'm not trading anyone. I'm not trading any of these core 4 at all. It doesn't make sense.
You just make a ton of money, right? 90. Yeah. How do you get this again? I don't know how YouTube works, but I see something. Is there a donate button? How does that work?
Where?
Okay, never mind. Is that like...
Okay, no. So this channel has not been monetized yet. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, so there we can get there, and then afterwards donations will be accepted. Don't have to do that, but it would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, I just gotta, yeah, for sure. I just gotta address a question here. The hockey kid, he's been a loyal follower all year long. He's asking, he says, Clarkey, please read this important message. Guys, I didn't forget Rib your butt off. Rib, get your butt off vacation. Sit down in a tattoo shop and get that tattoo. Rib tattoo, baby. So for anyone that doesn't know, you got to go back in the videos. February, early March, Rib was a guest on this show, and he said he was going to get a tattoo if the Leafs didn't make it out of the North Division. Currently, he's MIA. He stopped talking to both of us. I'm going to try and get a contact with him, and we're going to try to follow up with him on that and see if he's going to get a tattoo and where he's going to get on his body. I think he was talking about a neck or face tattoo, potentially.
We'll see. But Daniel, Sabres, yeah, that sucks. But I see you're a Bills fan, and I'm going to drop in the comments section again. I'm going to drop the link to my Buffalo Bills channel. Check that out. I'm sure you'll enjoy that more than Maple Leafs media. But if you haven't already, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Bills Mafia. Okay. Shanahan said the team would be tougher after losing to Columbus. Did Shanahan and Dubas miss the mark because the results seem to suggest it did? I thought that this team was definitely tougher to play against. They were tougher, grittier, but they weren't gritty enough. They weren't tough enough to endure a playoff series against the Montreal Canadiens. They didn't have the it factor to make it through the playoffs.
No, they didn't. Clearly not.
Clearly not.
Some more comments here.
Your best setup and penalty kill player obviously isn't resulting in playoff success. No. Leafs fan, just subbed to the Bills channel. I'm a huge Bills fan. Hey, thank you, Leafs fan 16. Appreciate it. Appreciate your support on both channels. It means a lot. Go Leafs, go, and let's go Bills.
What a beauty.
Alfred, I don't think that's a problem. The Maple Leafs have leaders on this team. Jason Spezza, Nick Foligno, Wayne Simmons, Joe Thornton. That's not the issue. The issue is that their star players didn't come to play in the big-time moment. Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews need to be better. And Sharkus.
You love sharks too, don't you?
I'm a big Sharkus.
You love sharks. This guy's a huge shark fan.
I go diving with sharks. Great weights. I'm not kidding. Mitch Marner and Matthews should have been split up long ago. It's really hard to split them up. I agree that it's really hard to split them up, but I would have split them up at some point in the middle of the first period if it wasn't working here tonight, and it clearly wasn't working.
Yeah, if it's don't broke, I don't know. Like, I think that Keith wasn't versatile enough in his lines, but again, worked through the whole season. I don't know what to think of it. I definitely think that we hardly saw certain players down the stretch. Like, did we see Bogosian in the third period?
Mm-hmm.
Did we see Wayne Simmons much?
Mm-mm.
Not really. Obviously, Wayne Simmons, you're not playing down the stretch, but we saw a lot of players that just didn't play late in the second, third period.
Baseball 27. No, you're not the only one who doesn't see the lot. I am with you. Like, there isn't a way that you get a favorable return for trading Mitch Marner. You're not going to get a favorable return, and it's really hard. It's really hard to offload that contract. So.
Yeah, the thing is too is that, like, throughout the whole season in this channel, everyone kept saying trade Nylander, and one of our loyal followers, Jason Brooks, he would always say teams don't value Nylander as much as the Leafs do. They don't think that he's that good. With Marner, obviously has great regular season stats, but do you think that Leaf fans would get back the haul they expect for Marner? I personally don't think we would.
No.
Like, if you traded Marner, someone that trades Marner that's a Leafs fan is going to think we should get Crosby and Malkin. That's not going to happen.
No.
I don't know. I don't think Marner will get you as much as you think.
Yeah. You're not going to get as much as you think. The contract's a lot. And Mitch Marner, he's got a bright future in the NHL. Hopefully they can perform in the playoffs sooner rather than later. But we've been on here for 52 minutes. 285 people in the chat between Facebook and YouTube. We've gotten a lot of support throughout the entirety of the season and through this show tonight. Thank you all so much. We're at 1,030 subscribers now. Let's try to get to 1,050. Let's go. We reached 1,000 today. We're hungry for more. Smash the like button and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, you'll see more content. I will be here throughout the postseason doing some other videos, talking a lot about the Maple Leafs offseason coming up. I'm sure maybe we can do a little golf video. Clarkey,
You want to go golfing?
Yeah, maybe we can go golfing. I can take out my Maple Leafs putter that I have. I'll do some Stanley Cup Finals post-game show, and tomorrow I may be having another YouTuber on here, a Montreal Canadiens YouTuber to
What?
recap. Yeah, tomorrow night.
Oh my gosh!
Potentially. Not 100%
Habs
sure.
fan?
Pretty sure.
He's just gonna roast you the whole time.
Yeah, I can take it. I'm a Leafs fan. I've endured a lot of losses in my life. It's all right. It's all right. But yeah.
So you're not like closing out shop, giving up for the season, see you guys in September type thing? You're gonna keep going throughout the summer?
I'll be here. I'll have some live streams occasionally, not as frequently, obviously. I'll have some uploads coming. I think for the Stanley Cup Finals, I'll probably do a post-game show after every game for that. I've got some more content coming your way.
I'll be a fan. I'll be listening like everyone else.
Cup predictions from Baseball 27.
Oh my
We-
gosh. Bad timing, baseball. Come on, man.
Colorado Avalanche, New York Islanders. Colorado, Colorado wins it in 6 games.
I can't remember the reseeding specifically. So, like, the implications, I can't really remember that. But I definitely Colorado. And I still believe I picked them as a sleeper. I don't know if it'd work out, but could Boston potentially go through? Yeah, because
Yeah, what
Winnipeg's
happened in
lower
that game
seeded than
tonight?
Boston, right?
What hap-
Winnipeg and Montreal.
Yeah,
Sorry, what were you saying?
the Islanders tied the series tonight.
I'm saying
4-2.
Boston wins that still. I'm going to stick with it. I picked them to go be my sleeper. I'm going to say Boston versus Avalanche. If that's possible.
Islanders were my sleeper. I'm taking Colorado Islanders for the Stanley Cup Finals. What's everyone else think? Winnipeg and Montreal. Who you got? I got Montreal. I think they're just on a roll right now, and they're going to come out firing again. I'm taking Montreal in 6.
I got Winnipeg, but I just think Winnipeg's what they did to Edmonton. They might do it to Montreal, but it's going to be a hard-fought series. I think I said 6 games. You said 6 too, right?
I said 6.
It's going to be a goaltending battle, that's for sure. It'll be an intense battle.
That's a series that could definitely go 7.
Might go 8.
Wish we could say the same about this series, but no. Do we wish that? It might just be more pain and suffering for this team. But that's it. That's a wrap for the 2021 Toronto Maple Leaf season. Clarkey, you've been on here countless times for the post-game shows, and I appreciate all the times you've come on here.
It's been fun, and just because the season didn't turn out the way we wish it did, doesn't matter. It's all good vibes, all good energy, fun with everyone commenting all the time. You're a great host. Thanks for having me. And, it's a way to just debrief, talk about the game, and talk about it with fans that are just like you and I, just lovers of the game and just like watching and enjoying it. So, thanks for having me all these games, and thank you everyone else for coming in and always providing your comments. I really appreciate it too. I read all your comments, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I get really hurt by them. It hurts me a lot. But no, thank you everyone. It's been great.
Yeah, everyone, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the support coming in here all the time. Please smash the like button and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. I will be here throughout the playoffs. I'll be posting videos about hockey, whether you like it or not. I'll have videos about other NHL teams. It's okay. I'm going to cover other teams as well because the Maple Leafs are out in the first round again. Stanley Cup Finals, I'll be here for post-game shows. I'll be here for off-season coverage. And if you haven't, check out my other channel. It's the Bills Bunker, all about the Buffalo Bills. I just dropped the link in the comment section below. So thank you, everybody. And Clarkey, thank you very much again. Everybody stay safe, and hopefully these fans that we saw in the arena tonight, hopefully it's a sign of what's to come next season. Hopefully Clarkey and I can see you at a game next year. Looking forward to next season.
Till next time.
The frontline workers who got the go-ahead to be in the building tonight, and they're making the most of it. And remember, they've all been double